Hey guys, it's Chris. I am doing a little come with me video because I haven't done one in a while. And I had to go to the post office, so I figured I'd bring you guys along. It's just a quick drive, but I haven't done one of these in quite a long time. So I figured, why not do one? So what's been going on with me lately? Some of you guys may or may not know, I've been dieting, and I have lost quite a few pounds. I don't know how many because I won't get on the scale. I know what when I went for all that blood testing that needed to be done. I'm trying to fix you guys here. All that blood testing that needed to be done to find out if I had a bleeding disorder or not. I know what my weight was then. I did look because I knew I was going to be dieting. But let me just put it this way. The skinny jeans that I had are no longer, I have to keep pulling them up. And so they're kind of falling off. They're not like totally falling off, but I have to keep pulling them up. And I never really had to do that before. They were getting kind of tight. So I know I've lost some weight. So that's pretty exciting. I'm doing shakes, ideal shape shakes, and I'm doing one in the morning and one in the afternoon. And then I am having like soup, for dinner, and then like yogurt for dessert, that kind of, not dessert, I don't do dessert, but as a snack, that kind of thing. I'm really trying to, especially doing the shakes when I first wake up, because the idea of eating to me when I first wake up is gross. It's really nasty. It literally makes me sick. Like if I wake up and someone says, oh, you want, eggs or something? I'm like, oh God, how can you eat? Like your eyes aren't even open and you're eating. I know that's my issue. It's a psychological thing. I had posted in another video, I used to have an eating disorder. So I know it's all psychological. And so I got to just kind of take baby steps, because I could literally go all day without eating. And then just like binge at night, like have a huge meal at night and then go to bed. So I'm really trying to get out of that. And I'm finding, I think that it's working quite well, because I'm actually getting hungry during the day. Like I'll have my shake in the morning, and then during the day, like 4 hours later, my stomach starts to growl. So I think that's good. Whereas before, my stomach just didn't care. My stomach was like, whatever, I'm used to not having food, But I know that's like the quickest way to put on weight and to hold on to weight. So I'm glad that the warm weather is starting to come, because I'm going to start doing walks and all that kind of stuff. And as far as my blood tests go, this is kind of a headache to me. So I got my blood test results back to make sure I didn't have a bleeding disorder, because you guys know that I'm, on the list or whatever to have a hysterectomy. Right now, the hormones are working fine. So right now I'm going to just go with the hormones, because, they seem to be working right now, and it kind of gives me a chance to make the decision myself, as opposed to when I was in the ER, maybe an emergency hysterectomy. Like nobody wants an emergency anything. So that's kind of cool. So I talked to my doctor. She's going to meet again with me in June. The problem is, I'm going to park over here where there's really nobody, so I can continue to talk to you and not look like I'm insane. The lighting's not so great here. But anyway, it's a kind of a gloomy day. It's muggy here today. It's warm. It's kind of warm and it's muggy, but it's kind of gloomy. Anyway, so I do have a bleeding disorder. Go figure, right? I talked to the doctor when I talked to him before the blood tests were done. Oh, I hope this is not shaking on you guys. When the I'll turn the TV off. I'll turn the TV off. I'll turn the car off. When the blood tests were done, before they were done, when I was talking to the doctor, he was basically telling me that he doubted very much that I had one, But he said, but there is one that's it's von Williamsburg, I think, disease. I don't know. You guys can look it up, whatever. And it's a bleeding disorder, and it's quite common. A lot of people walk around with it and don't even know they have it, but it is genetic. And the funny story is that, so I do have that. So I do have a bleeding disorder. Now, there's 3 types. There's type 1, which is what most people walk around with, don't really know. There's type 2, which is more severe, and type 3, obviously, you know, like if you cut yourself, head to the ER kind of thing. I'm sure I have one, type 1, but I can't get a hold of the blood doctor, which is really annoying me, because he said, call me back for test results. I've called twice now, and I keep getting his administrative assistant. Like, that's going to do me any good, and nobody calls me back. I would like to know if I have type 1, 2, or 3. Like, you know, that's almost like saying, okay, you have cancer, but we can't tell you what kind you have, or what your prognosis is, or like anything like that. You know what I mean? Like, you don't drop a bomb on someone like that and then just be like, don't answer the phone, you know, or don't call back. It's really super annoying. So knowing that makes it a little more scary to me as far as having the whole procedure done. Also, I may or may not have mentioned that my uterus is attached to my bladder from scar tissue. So, unfortunately, that's going to be a trickier procedure. If it was, when I was talking to my doctor, if it was just laparoscopic and, you know, a couple incisions here and here, in and out, no big deal, I would have already done this already. But because she cannot really promise me anything, I could wake up with my C-section scar totally opened again, and that's a whole new recovery period. So, you know, it makes me a little more nervous. So right now, at least I have the option. The hormones are working. I'm not really having side effects from them or anything like that. So the hormones are working, so I can, you know, at least take my time as far as deciding what I want to do. But I'm going to go into the post office now, and I will be back because I want to tell you about what I'm doing tonight. I think it's super duper cool. And I don't know, I'd like to hear if you guys have any of these, where I'm going, if you have any of these places around you, and what your experiences are, because I'm going tonight, and I will tell you about it later. I'm going to head into the post office. Be right back. Okay, guys, I'm back. Hold on, I gotta pull out of this parking lot. Parking lots make me nervous. I don't like them. There are so many blind spots in this car. I have a teeny tiny Yaris, you guys. 2-door hatchback. I'm riding with my brake again. How many videos have I done when I'm riding with my brake on? My poor emergency brake is useless at this moment. So where I'm going tonight. Oh, there's a big bug in my car. Okay. It just looks like a fly. I'm not going to worry about it. Where am I going tonight? Oh, so Chelsea for my birthday. My birthday, as you guys know, was back in March. But with her work schedule and everything, she couldn't get this scheduled until tonight. So we're having a girls' night tonight. And, you know, I don't do bars or anything like that. Like, you know. But there's this place called Muse. And I know there's one in New Hampshire. I don't know if there's one anyplace else, as far as any other states go. But what it is, it's a paintery and bar. Like, bar/eatery. You know what I mean? So it's really cool. So you pay and you get all the supplies and everything to do a painting. And they teach you how to do this, you know, painting. And tonight's is going to be like a palm tree, you know, with the water and the setting, you know, the sun setting and stuff. And I'm really excited because that's the one I wanted. I gave her a couple choices as far as, you know, which ones. And she was able to get in on the one that I wanted. So that was super cool. So we're going to go there, and she thought we'd have dinner first. So I thought that was really, really nice. I'm just kind of excited to be hanging out with my daughter. You guys have seen Chelsea in my videos. I love her to death. And we don't get enough time together. And so I think it's really cool to be having a girls' night out. So, yeah, so you pay and they supply, you know, of course, there's only so many open. Oh my God, I have my heat. I'm sweating here. I have my heat off and everything. It's muggy today. Holy moly. I was going to wear this like sweatshirt, light sweatshirt kind of thing tonight, but I think I'm going to put something short-sleeved on. Anyway, so yeah, they give you all the supplies, the paints, the brushes, the canvas, everything, and you get to walk home with a painting. And it's funny because they have pictures of groups and what people have painted. And I used to paint, but I used to do kind of really abstract kind of stuff. Chelsea does more true to life, like, you know, she'll look at a picture. She's really good at, like, she can look at a picture and paint it, you know what I mean, or draw it. She's very artistic, and I'm not really like that way. I used to, when I was huge into comics, I used to do a lot of comic book art, you know, copying from a comic book and doing that kind of stuff and being able to do it from sight. Then when I started painting, that was my drawings, and when I started painting, it was more kind of like really abstract in the moment. I painted mostly when I was in kind of like a dark place. You know what I mean? Like, I wasn't really doing so well, was mostly the times that I painted. So my paintings were never really like rainbows and unicorns. They just weren't. So they were kind of, you know, not so hot. I mean, not so uplifting. I'm trying to see where I can park so I can finish, because I really don't want to, like, talk in the carport. Where's the sun? Where is the sun? This is good. Okay, so, those were my kind of painting. So I'm a little nervous because, like, there's going to be an instructor and you have to paint what they tell you to paint, kind of thing, you know? And I've never done anything like this before, but I'm excited because it's cool. It's cool. But what cracks me up about it is on the website you see, it's they're on Facebook too. It's MUSE. So if you look it up or whatever, you could probably find it. But they show the groups and everyone's holding up their paintings, right? And they all look really good. And I'm like, okay, like, are these, like, I mean, it was amazing me. And I'm like nobody's stunk. And I'm going, come on, there's got to be a painter in the group that sucks, right? So I'm like, maybe they only let the people pose if their painting came out good. I don't know. I don't really know what the deal with that is. But I'm just kind of laughing because, you know, I'm waiting for my palm tree to look like an elephant or something. I don't know. And everybody else looks like a beautiful sunset and palm tree kind of thing. I don't know. But anyway, guys, that was my come with me video for today. I know it's kind of short, but I just wanted to know, you guys to know, like, what I was doing tonight. I had to go to the post office anyway because I was going to send a package out. I sold the rest of my D-stash. I just sold it in one lump sum. I just, you know, got rid of it. So I don't know if I'll be doing any more of those. I won't be doing them right away. They're actually a lot of work. And now I know why I don't do them, because they're a lot of work. But I'm glad that somebody was able to get, you know, a lot of you got, I don't know if any of my subscribers got any of my D-stashes, but, you know, other people were able to get wax and enjoy it and stuff like that, where I know I wouldn't have time to melt it, you know what I mean? And time for it to, you know, not smell anymore and that kind of stuff. So if you guys did purchase, I thank you very much, and I hope you enjoyed it. But yeah, so I'm done with the de-stashing for now, because I just, like I said, I got to get back into that wax room. There are a few more drawers that I really do kind of need to organize, but I also need to order more dividers, and I just don't really feel like doing that right now. So I'll do it when I can do it. For the most part, the majority of it is done. I mean, I could probably, some of the wax that I have, like Ethereal Glow, I love Julia's wax so much that I cut it in half, and I could probably cut it in half again. Like, seriously, she still has a full bin. She had 2 bins. Now she has 1 bin. And I really should cut it down to a half a bin. But I don't know. Maybe I'll do an Ethereal Glow de-stash. I don't know. Just by itself. But, so I had to go to the post office because normally I just do schedule a pickup, and my mailman comes and he does the pickup. And he says, so she says to me, the girl who bought it goes, is there any way you could send it out tomorrow? Because I said, this will go out Wednesday. She goes, because this was late, so I couldn't schedule a pickup. You can only schedule up to a certain time, and then, like, after a certain time, you can't schedule it for the next day. She's like, is there any way you could bring it to the post? I'm like, oh my God, like, I don't drive. I'm like, yes, I will. So see what I will do for you guys and for wax. I will do it. But you know what? I told her I'm going to vlog. So it was, who bought the D-sets? Katarina. And she said she's a big fan. So I'm shouting out to Katarina. Whoop, whoop. Just dropped off your box, girl. Whoop, whoop. It's at the post office. Whoop, whoop. You will get it by Thursday. Okay. I really should not sing. Sometimes I just get in one of those moods, those singy moods, like, raise the roof. You know, and I should not sing. But, you know, sometimes it's like you gotta sometimes you have to sing things. I don't know. It's weird. Does anybody else do that? Does anybody else, like, sometimes I walk around the house, I'm like, gotta do the laundry. I can't handle it. I don't like doing the laundry. Like, I will sing these things. Okay, maybe not. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm just a little, we all know I'm a little, but in a good way. There is good crazy, you guys. Let me tell you, there is good crazy. There's such thing as good crazy, and I am good crazy. But and sometimes I do. I just break out in song for, I don't know why, but, you know, and especially if I'm doing something I don't want to do, you know, vacuuming the floor, I can't stand vacuuming, or, you know, like, I'll gripe about something in the house, but I'll gripe singing, like, oh yes, look, everybody left their dishes in the sink, like, of course they did, like, you know, I don't know, it's weird, I know it's weird, okay, it's weird. I'm gonna stop this video before you guys really realize how weird I am. I don't know, because it keeps me from getting really angry about little things, because little things really irk me. So, especially around my house, living with 2 boys, which is, you know, boys don't do anything around the house. So I'm left to do everything. So it's sort of like, even, you know, like I said, I was kind of raised, you know, if you dirty a dish, clean it. Or put it in the dishwasher. You know, like, you're responsible for your own mess. Like, everybody in the house is responsible for their own mess. I was not raised. My mother was like, I'm not your housekeeper. I'm not your maid. And that's kind of how I was raised, you know? And I just, it's not working out so well here as far as that goes. You know, Marin does work a lot. He works a lot. So he's used to just coming home and doing nothing. And so when I gripe about something, it's like, I've been at work all day. I'm like, yeah, but you know what? Like, it takes 2 seconds to, you know, like, okay, you used a paper towel, instead of crumpling it up and leaving it on the counter, throw it in the garbage. The garbage is right there. Dante's the same way. I think it's a guy thing, you know? Like, I'll go into Dante's room and he'll have dirty clothes and his hamper is like, you know, this far away. Like, did you miss? And if you did, can you just do one of these things? Like, I don't get it, but like I said, I think it's a guy thing. But, you know, to try to not get so uptight about stop sweating the little stuff, I will sing these things. And it's funny, because, you know, I mostly do it during the day, because if I do it at night, you know, I might wake somebody up and they might think, you know, what's going on here? You know, do you have company? What's the deal? I don't know. You have thrown a party? I don't know. But anyway, so that's what I'm doing. Guys, Muse, just check it out on Facebook, because it's really cool. And maybe you can find one near you. It's pretty neat. And if you guys have one near you, and if you've been to any of these things, even if it's not Muse, to anything like this, let me know. Post below. I'm really curious to what your experience was. Was it fun? You know, did you find it boring? You know, I don't know. I just kind of want to hear what you guys think. So anyway, I'm off, guys. I will talk to you later. Mwah.